Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. On our next Today in Tarkov, we got a lot to cover. We're going to go over the recent patch, upcoming Tarkov TV, and some other little bits of news. So we'll get through all that, we'll get you caught up, and then you'll know what's going on. So let's not waste any more time, get right into it. So first things first, let's talk about Tarkov TV. That's going to be Friday, May 31st. That's 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern for folks in the United States. 4 p.m. GMT, so that's London basically. 7 p.m. in Moscow, and for our time traveling friends down under, unfortunately, this is 2 a.m. on June 1st for everybody down in Sydney. Now, if you don't know what Tarkov TV is, it's essentially a devcast. They stream it live on Twitch. It's Nikita and some of the guys from the studio. They have all sorts of shenanigans and stuff they do. They often do like little in-game codes you can redeem on the launcher. They give you some free shit, so it's nothing really crazy. And they do some early looks at upcoming features, maybe some gun animations, and they'll talk about mechanics and other stuff that they're planning on putting into the game in the near future or that they're working on. Now, along with this, I saw an article from Forbes that was saying that they're gonna let us know about Wipe, which very rarely happens. There's a chance they could tell us a wipe date. I don't expect that. You shouldn't expect that. That doesn't happen that often. But we are in kind of a weird communication period right now with Nikita where they're talking more than they've ever talked before. So I guess maybe we could hear it, but don't plan on it. We've only got that like 1 or 2 times in 4 or 5 years now. So I wouldn't expect it. Along with that, we also might get some info about 1.0, like when they're actually going to release the game. They've been trickling little stuff here and there with that, but again, that's a stretch, so I wouldn't hang your hat on it. But they almost always have something unexpected they reveal during the show. Something big, something fancy, some kind of secret they don't want to reveal, they do it then. Now, if you don't catch this Tarkov Live thing, Tarkov TV, don't worry about it. It's going to be covered wall to wall by freaking every YouTuber that does videos on this stuff. Myself, Nice Guy, I don't know if One Peg will, he might, Jesse, everybody's going to do coverage. Pestily, you're all going to get a recap of this thing. So if you miss it, it's not a huge deal unless you care about the codes. And it'll boil down probably what'll be an 1.5 to 2 hour long stream into 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes, depending on what's going on. So you can watch that if you don't care about the codes or watching it live and save yourself a little bit of time. So that's Tarkov TV. Let's talk about patch 14.8.6. So this was installed today, which is May 30th in the morning. And a lot of people are calling it a nothing burger patch, and that's fine. It doesn't have a lot of content to it, but they took the servers down for 3 hours. The big changes were they added 2 achievements. Anybody who completed the collector, which is the Kappa task, as well as the gunsmith quest lines. So here they are, jack of all trades, complete the gunsmith quest line and the Kappa path. Got awarded today. So if you have those, great. If not, now you've got 2 more you can work for. Okay, now for assessment part 1, they lowered the kills from 20 to 15. This is one of the early quests into getting Lightkeeper unlocked. So if you're looking to do that, here is a chance made that 5 kills less to do on Lighthouse for that. So they lowered the requirement there. After that, we got some of the bonuses promised for Edge of Darkness owners. This is part of that shit show with Unheard of, the stuff on Reddit where they were going to try to make things better because EOD owners felt slighted or whatever. It's free shit for EOD guys. First one being they're going to increase the starting level of charisma skill for everybody who has EOD. This bonus is added to any achieved skill level for those who've already created a character. I want to say it was like 3 levels or 30 skill points. I'm not sure how they're doing it. I don't remember exactly. It's not a huge deal this late in the wipe, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. They also did 2 daily quest changes free of charge. So what that means is if you come in and you do, you got your daily here, I've got to kill scabs from 20 meters on woods. You hit replace, it's going to say free of charge. Here you got 1 of 2. I already did one earlier, but instead of charging you money, it lets you redo the task for free twice. That works on dailies, not weeklies. So that's the other one. Then the final one is they added a new stim, and the only way that I know of that you can get of it right now is to craft it in the hideout. It is the 2A2 BTG. I could be completely wrong about this. If you are seeing this in raid, if you got it on a scab, or you found it in black or on Sanny, let us know so that we know where you can find it. But right now, I believe the only place you can get it is by crafting it. It is on a level 2 med station. I'm actually crafting another one right now. It's an adrenaline, multivitamin, med tools, and a bottle of saline solution. Gives you this 2A2B TG stim. Now, it's not groundbreaking. This is not an amazing stim, but it's also not a bad stim. This kind of fits in the middle area of stims, which is good, I think, because there's not a lot there. If you look at stims, they're either really useful and you use them all the time, or they're useless and you don't ever touch them. You know, think things like the P22 or the freaking purple monster stim, whatever that is, the PMG thingy. This one is, however, it gives you 15 minutes of plus 10 attention and perception, which a lot of people overlook that, but early wipe, that's going to help you loot quite a bit faster. It's going to help you loot about 20% faster. I think if I did my math right, 20% faster when you loot containers. So like if you open up an airdrop crate, it's going to uncover it 20% faster than if you didn't have the stim, which can be a big deal. And then on top of that, it's going to increase your weight limit by 15%. So this is kind of like a baby mule. I think this is going to be something that's going to help out early wipe. You know, maybe this helps you level endurance versus strength. You can pop it at the start of a raid, not be overweight, or maybe it's just that little extra boost you need to get out of raid. Whatever it may be, that's where it's going to fall in, I think. The downside is it does take away your hydration, 0.1. I think it's 0.1 per minute for 900 seconds. I'm not sure how that works, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a decrease of 0.1. So you're going to burn your hydration a little bit quicker when you're in raid, and you will notice that. You will need water for this, especially early wipe, but it'll help you level up your metabolism. Now, when they first added it this morning, it was not available on the flea market, but they have changed that. You can put it on the flea market now. It's super expensive. I wouldn't worry about buying it at this price. It's only going to get cheaper. It sells for about 55,000 on the to Therapist, I believe. So you're probably going to see it somewhere around there. Maybe a little bit more expensive, but it'll come down pretty quickly if you want to play around with it. And that's pretty much it for the patch. There was nothing else in it. But that leaves me to believe one other thing. With a 3-hour downtime, there's a solid chance there's something buried in here tied to an event, something like that. And that event could very well be kicked off with Tarkov TV tomorrow as well. They did the Tarkov TV in like January or December. I don't remember exactly when, but that's when they kicked snow off, and they made it start snowing in the middle of the game. People, if we're in raid, it started happening, and the snow built up, and poof, there we go. We had snow. That happened in the middle of Tarkov TV. They did it as kind of a surprise. So I have a pretty good feeling we're going to see something like that. I could be wrong, but that's kind of the sensation I get from all of this. Why else put a patch the day before Tarkov TV, right? So we'll just have to see. Now, after that, we got some cool stuff. We got some sneak peeks at the M60, which I did not expect to see this gun. I'm super glad we are. This is a fucking super cool gun. It's going to shoot 7.62x51. For those that aren't aware, it's going to be belt fed. So think of it a lot like the PKP or the PKM that shoots 7.62x54R. It's going to be pretty similar as far as how it feels in game, as far as how it hits. Now, how rare it's going to be, I don't know. Is it going to be like the PKP, KPM? And the only way you can get it is by killing Kaban. I don't know if that's going to be it or not, how they're going to do it, but it looks like it's coming. A couple of different variants as far as colors and attachments. It shows the bipods down, so maybe we're finally getting bipods with this here soon, but we'll see. And then Nikita did show us some animations of it running. You know, there's checking ammo, and here's none of the cover on it, but showing the bolt cycle and shooting. So pretty cool stuff there. But yeah, that's gonna be the M60. So maybe sooner than later, but probably wipe. On top of that, Nikita did share a picture of the Theta container. Don't really have any info about this. I don't know how big this is going to be, or what it's going to be applied to. It's going to be available from the new merchant Ref, who is going to be tied with Arena. Obviously, tagged Arena here. So it's going to be a secure container you can get through playing Arena. So it looks like VSG's solution to nobody playing Arena is by forcing you to play it if you want to unlock shit in Tarkov, which is smart, I guess, but funny at the same time. But yeah, another secure container. I bet we hear more about it during Tarkov TV. As far as like how big it is, if it's got any special features, stuff like that. And then last but not least, PvE co-op mode. If you weren't aware, for everybody who has Edge of Darkness, PvE is unlocked for you now. To get to it, it's pretty simple. Get to your screen down here in the bottom right. You see this PvE zone. You click on that, and it's going to load you into another profile. And once you're in here, it doesn't really look any different. You're not going to be able to tell all that much. It's going to operate a lot like some of the other ones. You got the flea market that's blocked till you're 15, except you don't fight players, you only fight AI. And then to get back again, you just click the PvP zone and poof, you go back. But yeah, that's available for everybody now. They said the matchmaking's been improved, which is weird to me. Why is there matchmaking with PvE? I don't understand that. I know there's a reason, but I don't get it. But that means hopefully you'll get into raids a little bit quicker. Maybe that's all that's saying, because it's been a long time. So hopefully the next big step is going to be increasing that raid time and getting more time in PvE for those folks that like this mode. But that wraps it up for the video. Quick shout out for my music. If you're not aware, I have my own music. I don't make it. The company makes it for me. I'm as musically inclined as a wet rock, but it is made for me. It is my music. I'm part owner in it. That means I can give it to you guys for free. It's on Spotify to listen to it. And if you're a streamer or another content creator, you can use it in your streams or your YouTube videos and not have to worry about DMCA takedowns or copyright strikes. We're not doing any of that nonsense. We made it for the community so that people have music to listen to without having to worry about the big scary record labels. All we ask is you guys attribute us so people know where to find it if they like it. So check that out. Links down below. Quite a few good albums there. I think you guys will like it. Let me know. That's it. We'll wrap her up there. Thank you guys as always for watching. Appreciate having you around. I wish you the best of luck in your raids, and we'll see you in Tarkov.